Alright, let's go ahead and get another Mad Max video done. I want to go ahead and I'm going to focus on more quests, and I want to really start to knock out some of the storyline in this game. I'm going to try to do about an hour for this video today, just to stay in line, kind of around an hour.
We'll need to lower the threat. Stock up on scrap.
A good plan. We should venture to the south, I think, where Stronghold is weak.
Okay, so I want to go over what we have here. So this indication is scarecrows. Those are those hanging just flames. They're supposed to be intimidating is basically what they are. And then we have camps. We have the balloons where we can kind of scout out the area. So as you can see up here, there's no notifications for threats in the area. Once we go to this balloon, we'll be able to see the threats in the area. So it'll bring up these little pop-ups here. So there we can obviously do that. We can also go to some of the let me show you one of these that brings up. Okay, so like right here you see in this section it says history relic 0 of 1. So it lets you know which scavenging location and what is supposed to be there. So the scrap crew parts is also going to be another valuable one to do. And then that will just, maximize the stronghold, whoever we're working with at the moment. But in this video, I just mainly want to get on to actually what they're requesting is reducing threat. So let's go ahead. I think for G, it's a lot of reducing the threat to start. I don't think the other locations are so much into that. So let's go ahead and just go and knock out some of these threat locations.
The profane camps of the Scrotus hordes should be destroyed.
We'll get a couple camps and let's do that. There's nothing wrong with knocking out some camps.
It's a lead slinger.
Gotta get in there.
Okay. Can't see him from here. We'll go ahead and just go and do more of this by foot. Okay, so right there we got the defenses eliminated, and that will stop that where they don't get that buff. Knock down the tower. Oh, he's got a weapon. Are we taking that from you? Yeah, let's go ahead and snag that weapon. I don't know if we're gonna find somebody close by to fight, but the weapons are so overpowered in this game. Can I make it? No. We'll have to get that later. There we go. So there's 1 of 3 insignias. There's another weapon just laying there. Interesting. Okay, we're full on water, full on health. And in the early stages, scrap is still super important. I mean, it's going to help us get upgrades and stuff, so I'll focus it a little bit. I just don't want to, in total... Let me get this work dry real quick. In total, I just don't want to spend too much time running around the camps and trying to find all of the different all the different scrap pieces. So it's something, like I said, it can be tedious at times. I wanted to grab one of these. These are really cool. Little exploder stick, thunder stick is what they're called. They're just they're awesome. You can throw it in and close on impact. I love those. They make these getting in some of these camps so easy. Very nice. Okay. You know, and in that, like in a fight like that, say for example, if I didn't focus the war crier, I could have taken one of these sticks, thrown it right at the explosive, and then, you know, that would have cleared out basically everybody. So there's different ways to get in when you get inside these camps. There's always going to be different ways to attack them, just up to the player. And you know, sometimes you'll have a fight that you're like, oh, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. But overall, like, the combat in this game is so rewarding. I mean, I just love it. So just real quick, these doors here, they say explosion required, which is generally why they have these thunder sticks there. So you can like throw the thunder stick at the door, or if you had a gas can, you could set the gas can next to it and make it explode. Also, there's going to be times where the main gate in the front of the camp also has an explosion required, so you won't be able to ram it. And then some of them are harpoon required, so they're all different. All the camps are different. And you know, it might look at first like they're not. It looks like they're just kind of like a repeat of the last one. But each camp is very unique in its own way, and then eventually, and I'm not going to spoil it, but there is some there's some pretty special camps in this place, and you'll see why when that time comes. So there was that little I don't know if that going back there was the way we're supposed to go, but let's just go ahead and scout our area and just kind of see where we're at. That's the Dinky D dog food that I was referring to, I think in like the first episode, second episode. It's a reference from the movie. Max did have a can of dog food, and it was called Dinky D dog food, so that's why they use that in this game as well. Okay, so that's going to be exit, so we're not going to do that yet. We will have to go into that area. So go ahead and head down there, knock this camp out. It's always nice to just scout your area, make sure you're covering your ground, that way you don't have to backtrack as much. Like a little indentation in the wall like that, you're not going to know that this insignia is here, so it's nice to just kind of scout out the area. Wow, that's brutal. To just scout out the area, and that way, like I said, you don't have to backtrack. But a lot of these scouting locations, sometimes there's just really hidden areas. They do it on purpose. So like, and that's why I said, like, I'm not going to focus scrap metal in that sense too much. Early in the game, we'll definitely need it. We need to get the upgrades, make Max stronger, make the car stronger and all that, but eventually we'll get to the point where we can just start to fly through some of the camps and all that, scavenging locations. So it'll tell you here at the end, it'll tell you what you have, or what you did find and what you didn't find. So we need one project part, which we do need to find because those are important, and then we need one more scrap metal. So I'm going to make sure we find that project part. I actually didn't see it on the way up here, so I'm wondering if it's maybe tucked away somewhere. I do want to cover ground before we start to head out, that way we don't have to backtrack. I don't think it's going to be down here, though. This would be a very awkward place for a project part. I don't think it's down here, so let's go ahead and head back up. Like I said, just cover your ground. Always make sure you're looking for like those little indentations in the wall. But I think it's got to be out there in the main area. I just didn't see it. Okay, Okay, so it's definitely not there. It wasn't out on that little lookout area. So yeah, it's got to be somewhere back through here. But scrap metal's not going to be that important, but I know the project part I won't be leaving until we get that, just because it is really helpful. When you upgrade the strongholds fully, you basically will just you log back in the game, and then you're building scrap up constantly while you're logged off. I see that light down there, but that doesn't look like a project part to me. It's very weird, because normally the project parts, they stand out pretty good. Let's just, since we haven't been over here yet, there it is, that's the project part. So it's always going to be these brown boxes like this. Okay, so this is a part of the oil well, and the oil well, it will basically fill the gas in your car every time you go in and out of the stronghold. It's a pretty helpful tool, but the best one I would say is when you're logged off and the guys collect scrap for you. I feel like that's the best one to have. So we did complete it. It'll bring up a new screen notification just to let you know that you did 100% it. And then also I wanted to mention this. So there's this car here.
There you are, my saint.
These are, they're found, sometimes the guys will be driving it and you can actually commandeer the car. Basically it's just loaded with a bunch of scrap metal in the back. So you can actually take this back to one of the strongholds and it'll just give you an abundance of scrap. So they're called scrapulences. And this one, it's so close back to Jeet's hideout that I'm just going to take it back there, and you'll see how much scrap we get from it. Very helpful. And then, like I said, sometimes they're out driving, so you can actually like kill the driver in it, and then basically you'll take the car over, drive it back to a location. It gives you a big boost of scrap metal. Okay, let's see. So we went from, so it gave us 500 scrap. We went from 272 to 772. And then also this is what it does, is it brings up a new vehicle in the collection. So when you bring up, where is it at? You bring up, I think it's under, it's got to be under garage. I'm just not seeing it. Car body. Is it under Archangels, maybe? No. There's a place in this, maybe it's just, no, it's not car body. Maybe it's right, oh, it's right here, okay. So you go here and then you'll select T to select a different vehicle. And then you'll start building these Archangels, and this will give you these cars. They're kind of, I guess they're modified through, they're preset custom cars, so they're still custom and they're really cool, but they're preset, so it's not like you don't get to specifically pick what they are. They're more models built by Chumbucket. And then in the, what was this section? Okay, so vehicle collection, this is a cool section. So sometimes you'll, if you want to, if you find a car that somebody else is driving out in the wasteland, you can take it from them, bring it back to, you know, the stronghold, and then it'll automatically give you that car. So right here, we just unlocked this, the Scrapulence. So, and there's some like special ones that are like collectibles. So like right here, we got Chum's Buggy. So whenever we want to go out with the dog and do the minefields, you'll basically take the buggy and then you'll go out and you can do some of those minefields. So there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. I mean, it's a big game, but you know, for the videos, I mainly want to stick to the main story. That way, it's a movie game, so it's really nice to play the game and then see the cutscenes, and so I want to focus a lot on that. And then maybe after the main storyline is done, I'll jump back into kind of clearing the map out a little bit more. I do really like the history relics, though, and I think that fits perfect for making the videos as well. I love Chumbucket. He's so great. He's just a nut, and his love for cars and Max's love for cars.
Like the man's here.
Who do we have here? Very interesting. Car was already blown up. There's some food there. Very weird. That wasn't us. Okay, so this one's strong. We won't be able to pull it. See, it says level 3 harpoon required. So this one, you just have to ram it.
War party.
Go ahead and let him fix up the car
Keep the
while I
car
grab this
safe.
scrap metal.
Certainly, yes. You know I would never leave her side.
So we're doing pretty good on scrap. I'm actually going to go into the menu real quick. So we got knuckle dusters, so let's go ahead and check these out. The fist will do 10% more damage to enemies, and like, why would you not want to have that? So let's go ahead and get that. As you can see there, it just kind of gave some... He has gloves on now, but they have a little bit of metal built into the knuckles. Nothing on the jackets. The wrist armor, so this one will decrease damage taken from a failed parry by 10%, and then it'll increase damage inflicted by counters and disarms by 10%. So once again, it's kind of like something like, why would you not get this upgrade? It just helps. I mean, it makes him stronger, it makes him more defense. You can see now here he has these wrist armor. And then in the head section, he'll slowly start to unlock new physical appearances. So this one is a medium hair and a beard, and then this is the standard right there. So it's kind of like short hair and a beard. We'll just leave the short hair for now. Skills, we got some new ones. So the shoulder charge. So when you're sprinting at an enemy and then you hold the attack button, you'll actually shoulder charge people, and it can be used to push enemies over edges, railings, and into walls. So we'll go ahead and get that. And then this one is a gut shot. Perform a gut shot to execute an enemy at close range with a shotgun. Aside from efficiently killing the target, the gut shot also instills fear in nearby enemies, temporarily lowering their attack frequency. So we'll go ahead and get that as well. And then I wanted to just, I know we're running out of scrap a little bit, but I wanted to go into the car section and kind of look. So progressively, we're getting new items. So these are we have the tussle bars currently installed. This is the new one. They're called Brawl Bar. So you can see it's more of a solid steel. The other one is just kind of like rusted old metal. We're just going to leave that for now, though. We do start unlocking engines. So we're still working with the V6. The standard is what we started with. We're using the Bantam V6 right now. It increases the acceleration of the standard V6 by 20%. And then the next one is a major V6. It increases the acceleration of the standard V6 by 40%. So you can see the engine there kind of is more like the rounded engine. This one's a little bit smaller. For now, we'll just go ahead and leave that. And then exhaust, we have a stock, so it's a default top speed. The baby exhaust top speed is 20% faster with the stock exhaust. And then on the back of the car here, you'll see those two little pipes there. So nothing too significant. And the rims, there's going to be an upgrade here. Right now we have stock. These ones are called Ripperoni rims. Deliver damage to an enemy when grinding into the side of their vehicle. So when people approach you and they get too close to you, you're going to start scraping their tires and essentially damaging their vehicle progressively. And then here we've got border spikes. I explained this in the other episode, but it's basically when people mount and they jump onto your car. If they jump on here, they're going to get stabbed by the spikes and then they'll fall off. and then falling off at top speeds. I mean, what's going to happen to them? They're going to be either they're going to die or they're going to be back in the dust somewhere. So sniper rifle will also upgrade. So this first upgrade will decrease the reload time by 25%. The harpoon progressively upgrades. This one decreases the reload time by 20% as well. Which that one's very effective. So we're going to go ahead and get that because that's extremely important, especially in vehicle combat. And then there's these different hood ornaments. So these are the stock ones that come with the special edition of the game. When this game came out, it was advertised by Rockstar Energy Drink. So they have these built-in ones. They have the Rockstar cans with the skull. And this one's called the Rock Mob Brawler. So this one, if you personalize the Magnum Opus with this hood ornament, you gain an attack boost. So that one's pretty cool. And then this one is the Pentacle Gulp Cut. It's also Rockstar Energy. It's got the gold star. Personalize the Magnum Opus with this ornament and get another attack boost. So you get to pick, and then you get to put one ornament on the front and then one ornament on the back of the car. So these ones are pretty basic, but as you progress, they get better and better, and they'll look all unique. So we'll go ahead and just stay right there. We don't have any more scrap metal. This little purple icon here, it says speak with wastelanders to get valuable rewards and useful information about the world. So these people are kind of just like scouts, and they know a lot about the land, at least the surrounding area. It's a little cutscene.
I'm cast out from Balefire. Their leader G judged me and found me wanting. No fighting spirit left. Too broken and old for their battles against the hordes of Gastown. So what'll it be? Help me with this loot and split it? Or corpse me and take it all?
So sometimes they're pretty simple like that, where they just gave you a little bit of scrap metal. Other times they have information about a nearby camp. They're scouting a camp and they tell you that, you know, I saw 2 snipers at this camp or whatever. It'll be stuff like that too. So it's different every time. So we got another survey part here. This is nice. Or, sorry, project part. Okay, so we got scrap crew. I'm pretty sure that's the one where they collect scrap while you're offline, and that is so valuable. Okay, so we unlocked the shovel face. So when we went and we selected our first car body, all those other ones that you didn't select, you just get to go and find them in the map later. And you then essentially get to pick. So, you know, they made it seem like it was like a choice that you had to make, but like as you progress through the game, you'll also start to unlock those original car bodies, and then you just get to customize your car as much as you want.
We're low on scrap. We can't build no jack without no scrap.
We'll find what we need.
So and you know, for this we're just gonna do the quest that they want us to. They want us to collect a total of 300 scrap. So we'll just go around. We'll just do just different scouting locations and things of that nature. We can also get into fights with nearby war parties and stuff like that. So we'll just kind of drive around and find some fights. We'll go over here first, hit this history relic. Maybe we'll hit this scarecrow scavenging location, scarecrow scav, and then maybe the vantage outpost. That way we can get some more beacons in this area.
Phantom V6, huh? Listen to it. Oh, she deserves so much more than this, but this'll do for the Jack.
So here, we're about to get into a fight here.
Stop it, and we'll tear that tire right off!
So, and I don't know if you saw there, but some of these, just like the tires, require a higher harpoon. So I missed the person in the car, the driver. I meant to hit him, but instead I shot the tire. Essentially, there's really nothing you can do at that point. You kind of just have to detach the harpoon because it's not a high enough level to rip the tire off. And that's the whole thing of, you know, collecting scrap, getting your vehicle upgraded, because eventually there's going to be requirements to surpass through the game. So
Our lead truck, it carries a great and powerful artifact. Its hood, huh? It would serve us well to wield such a mysterious force. War party, moving closer.
So I'm gonna try to take out this convoy. It is gonna have... It's gonna have one of those hood ornaments on the main vehicle. And since we're low level, I'm just gonna try to rip the guys out of the driver's seat. That seems to be the easiest way to do it.
He hit the nitro when he rammed.
Wouldn't let me hit him there. We'll have to wait and get on his left side again. And I don't know if you saw that, but when he rammed us, he took half of our car health down. So these cars, these convoys are very overpowered, and they're very hard to take out at this point in the game, but we're just going to give it a shot.
The souls are all exposed.
So it won't let me do it. Okay. We'll have to take a different approach here. Maybe we'll be able to pull the drivers out of the next ones. I hope we can, or else it's going to be pretty tough. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, there's not much we can do to these cars right now, so we're gonna have to play the game a little bit different. We're definitely under-leveled for it, but I think we should be able to do it. If we break his shell of armor, we'll be able to penetrate, maybe with a harpoon. I'm gonna give it a shot. So yeah, now we can rip off his side door. catch up to him on the driver's side. Rip him out. You know, it's not ideal to do it this way because obviously you'd like to blow up the car or collect the scrap, but when it comes to the convoys, you have to make sure you keep up with the lead driver, the guy who has the ornament on his car, because you don't want to let him get away. That was a solid hit. We'll let him catch up to us. This guy's going to be tough to take out. Okay. So we ripped off the door. We're really low on health, and I know it's Chumbucket's freaking out about it, but I want to really just see if we can do this, because getting a low-level ornament like this is going to be pretty awesome. We just got the big boy left. This is going to be tough, though, because we are low in health, so I have to play this a little differently, I think. I'm going to see what I can do. Yeah, okay. So I ripped off his door, but I don't know if he's going to have the same armor. Okay. So both his doors are gone. I'm going to try to get up on the side of him and try to rip him out, just like I did the other ones. We got him. So right there, in 5 seconds, if you don't get out of the car, you'll actually blow up, and then you'll quote-unquote die, but you'll get respawned somewhere. But you won't get spawned right back next to the vehicle. So we're really lucky that that worked out so nicely. So once he repairs the vehicle, we'll basically we'll have to just ram the car. And it's because it is an ornament vehicle, you don't want to drive it back. You want to take the ornament, blow it up, and take the ornament.
This Stankum. Oh, he is well known for his cruelty. He wallows in human suffering. According to the lore of the land, he wears the skin of the dead and drinks only tears. Ooh, the bonnet figure! Magic for the initiated!
Crap, we're in another fight now. Maybe not.
Take the fuel tank. It's wicked.
The other guy drove away. That's hilarious. So you see how the flames are bursting out of the back of it? If I was to damage this vehicle while he's on the road, that would basically incinerate our car very, very quickly. It's very dangerous.
Stay.
Cool. So we did that successfully. We're really under level. That was very nice.
Might be able.
Cool. So we got this one here. Let's go ahead and just install it to the front. And then I do want to look and just see what it does, what bonus it gives us. So it gives us a handling boost.
Deep treadies. Oh, it becomes her.
Okay, let's go ahead and get back on track. Let's get this quest done for 300 scrap metal. That was fun, though. That was nice. It was nice to be able to, with the adversity, like not being able to... We really shouldn't have been able to take them out at that time, but, you know, you have to make do sometimes when you're in combat. There's a lot of times in this game where you're going to be under leveled, and you just need to make do with what you've got. So I'll just have to pick up whatever scrap we get, because, you know, it's obviously a big focal point right now. We're not far, though. We need 300. We got 259. So really, we could probably just go and hit some of these scavenging locations and get it that easy. Since we're in the area, I'm going to go ahead and look. Maggot farm, cleanup crew. So cleanup crew is extremely important. I'm going to go ahead and go to that scavenging location. The cleanup crew is when you blow up a car and you're driving, Jeet will send his guys out to pick up the scrap metal of what you destroyed. So that way we don't have to stop the car, get out, and then individually pick it up. It'll just automatically do it. I would say it's my second or maybe third best or favorite project part. Yes, you've got company.
Fight! Fight, you worthless scum!
Good, we needed the shotgun shells. So in that fight, obviously, if we had more of an ammo belt, we would have been able to really knock that whole war party out a lot faster. Cool, cleanup crew. Yeah, I love the cleanup crew. It's just so helpful. So we've got 1 out of 3. I definitely want to complete it, but maybe not right now, just because I don't know how far those parts are from each other. So we 100%ed that. Let's go ahead and get this scarecrow over here. Anytime you find scarecrows, it's best to just get them, because you don't know when you're going to be in the area again. I always just like getting it done while you're there. Okay, let's go ahead and see where we're at. So we got a history relic there. So maggot farm parts. Scrap crew. Let's go get that one, because I know we were already going over there anyways. The scrap crew is really nice. I'd like to get the scrap crew done before I get off this episode, because then while we're offline each day we're going to be collecting scrap metal. That's going to be very helpful. I don't know if you saw that little glimmer, the yellow glimmer that comes over the screen. That's a sniper that's watching us. And if it turns to a red glimmer, they're about to shoot. Cool, here we go. So we got 2 of 4 for those. I definitely want to get those, so let's go. Maybe after this we'll go hit some of those balloons, and then we'll scout out the area a little bit better, because at the moment we just don't know where they're at. Okay, so the next quest is use the garage to install the next upgrades for the jack. I don't recall what we needed for the jack. Was it exhaust? I guess they want us to change the car design, but we're not going to keep that. I don't know why they would expect us to do that. Okay, let's just see. Yeah, so that was the part of the quest. Okay, so we're just gonna switch the car back, honestly, because I can probably do it right now. I want to see if it lets me. Because I like the wild hunt. No, you have to have the shovel face to do this quest. See, that's kind of weird. I don't like that, but I think it's just for the mission. So I think once the mission's over, you can just switch right back to your car. It's a little weird. It's kind of an awkward change, forcible change. But let's go ahead and see. Let's go hit this hot air balloon since it's so close. And then we'll just scout the area. That way we can get a better plan set up.
I'll fix her up in the meantime, Saint.
What you playing at?
That gut shot's pretty cool. I mean, you want to savor your shells, but if you're in a fight and you're getting ganged up by, you know, 6-7 people, it's definitely very easy and helpful. Especially because it kind of knocks dead. It's like an anti-buff on them, so it's pretty helpful. I mean, just depends on if you have abundance of shotgun shells at the moment. But like I said, in the life or death situation, if you are outnumbered in a fight and it's not looking good, it's a very, very easy move to use. Okay, so 2 or 3 scrap. Let's see, this is just kick this down, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we're probably gonna need to add gas to this. I think that's why they got the gas can there. I'll go ahead and just get that other scrap metal somewhere up here. Oh wow, very nice. What a nice find. I'm glad we came to this. 54 extra scrap, very nice. Maybe we don't need gas. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes with these. No, I guess we're good. This game is just so gorgeous. Every time you get to one of these lookouts, it's just, man, breathtaking views in this game. And the graphics are so nice. I love them. Look at that. Dry, gusty. Just gorgeous. Such a good looking video game.
Cheat. Best make good on my deal.
Okay, so we've got G Stronghold, we got a transfer camp, sniper, scarecrow. I don't know if that's it, it's hard to tell. Okay, there's the other ones. So we got weak scarecrow, sniper, death run. Let's see if there's any more. So we got scarecrow, stank gun camp. I think that might be it for this area. Yeah, there's one right there. Okay, that should be it. Okay, so it looks like cleanup crew, that's gonna help, but looks like we're gonna have to get another balloon visit to do that. We'll go ahead and head back to the main quest, and then we will watch the cutscene, and then we'll end the video there.
Merry death dealers here! Oh, the dinky deacons, some...
Just let's go ahead and get this since it's just on the way. I like the history relics a lot in this game. That's a tough jump to make. I remember this. It's very awkward. Okay. Oh yeah, lovely. Look at that. So it says, think this is gross? Dude, people will be eating all kinds of creepy crawlies in the future when resources run out. I'm talking cockroaches, larvae, you name it. Plus they're pretty good too once you get around how they look. Monty. Just some fried spiders.
That wreckage lies in a shallow grave! Unspoiled, give me some bliss!
Oh, okay, so we're not going back to Jeets, we're going to Gutgash's.
Big tank!
Yeah, that was cool. So now we're in Gutgash's territory. I just want to read this real quick. When Gutgash and his men spotted the ship which was to become their stronghold, they were too tired to do anything but stop. In the following weeks, they found that their ship had indeed saved their lives, as it was loaded with fresh water and canned goods. As they sparingly consumed their wealth, they found other ships with all sorts of valuables stashed inside, scattered all around the region which would become Gutgash's territory. Gutgash, he's an old trader and bandit. He knew how to make the best of an impossible situation. They scavenged tirelessly, all the while trading the goods they didn't need with goods they needed, with traders from all over. They maintained an unsteady truce with Gastown if they kept supplying such extraordinary loot. This truce is now extremely fragile, as the crazed Stank Gum has begun his reign of terror on Scrotus's orders. Now the territory is crawling with Scrotus's filthy war parties and camps.
We're in Gutgash country. Well, watch your back, Saint. He's ruthless, same as Jeet, but older and meaner. He camps in a hulk laid out in the Great White. His clan were watermen, pirates, slavers. They say he foretells the rising of the seas again.
What can you offer me?
Heavy plates of steel armor, grills, and other life-saving defenses are his specialty. At a hefty cost, of course. Here it is ahead. Gutgash is gone.
Just another shipwreck.
Oh, don't be fooled. Where we see a wreck, his people see a bark. That'll save them for when the water returns. They protect what's theirs, tooth and nail. Everything. Works land of old deer. Late sun. It's too strange. Where do the sacred house of the cardinal? Now they travel together as one.
Plenty of time to kill.
The magnificent manifold globe. No.
It is! It's the little Count of the Carburetor. Oh, who could forget that whimpering? And the devious suckling face.
Oh, dead a dozen times if you do, boy. We've come to deal.
Nothing else. I got gas.
So pitch me, little man, before I make a blood sport of your driver.
He's no ordinary driver. This one, he was sent to me by the angel combustion
Angel?
herself.
We parlayed with the water gods here.
We desire to make way to the dead Baron. My sanctum is destroyed. It's burned. Everything I have is gone. Gone. I have nothing left. Please, this car needs healing. She does. And strengthening. Yes, and if you let us stay here and rebuild, then I offer these hands of Blackfinger. Yes.
You'll have one chance for me.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, me. Thanks, me.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Keep the deviant Blackfinger leashed. Don't need any of his perversions on my ship.
I need welding wire to do my work.
Make do for now. I'll find you welding wire.
Out there, the ocean wait.
Okay, so same thing. It's his stronghold now, and you can also help him and build up his stronghold and get those same. They have the same project parts as well, but it's now under Gutgash's territory. So Jeet is still available. You can still always go back over to Jeet, and he still has other missions to do too. So basically following this quest that we've been following is the main mission. It's indicated by the green circle, the green dot that's up on the screen. That's the main quest missions. There's the baby blue color circle, and those are like side quests. So we're gonna do the side quests and the main quest, but I wanted to just get out here because it's a good it's just a good next point in the game, and then we're gonna go and see the they have this area where you have to break through, and the reason why we had to change up the car is because we need to use a specific car to get through that part of the map. And then once we get there, we'll be able to switch back the car and then kind of continue. And the map really expands from that point on. It's called the Jaw, and I can show it on the map here. So basically, this region here, so you see there's a white line that runs right here, and this is all walled off by what's called the Jaw. So we're not actually able to go north right now. So, or maybe I think this is the Jaw right here. So you're cut off from being able to travel up there. So once that part of the game opens up, basically the whole map opens up at that point. And so it's, you know, I want to kind of balance out doing the main quests and then also doing the side quests. So probably in tomorrow's episode, I'll go back over to Jeet. We'll do some side quests for him. We'll keep clearing territory for him, and then we'll kind of just bounce back and forth. I want to get a lot of Jeet stuff done before we hit to get to Pink Eye, and then when we get to Pink Eye, or you know, when we're moving on to Deep Fry, I want to get all of Gutgash's stuff. So kind of do it in that rotation. I feel like that's the best way. And that way everybody gets to see the side quests and the main story quest. They're both important, and they both add flavor to the game. Obviously the main quest is all that really matters, but the side quests are still interactive. They have cutscenes, and I feel like it's just something that needs to be shown for the video game to be understood in total. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And I'm going to be uploading this video tonight, and then I'm going to be doing another Mad Max and Farm Together video tomorrow. So just stay tuned. I'm going to keep doing these, trying to do daily videos, and I'm probably going to be introducing a new game coming up here soon. I don't know what, and then Smite's also on the list too. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see. But I do have other games that are coming down the line. I just kind of got to decide on which one and how often I want to do the videos. I'm going to make a plan for them. So thanks for watching. Watch the next episode tomorrow. It's going to have a lot more storyline content, and then Farm Together is going to really expand tomorrow as well, because we're getting a home in that game. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.